Hi darlings, Denny here again. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share. And on today's episode, we'll be doing a bridal look inspiration on Najat's, my model for today, featuring the amazing laid back caps on the hair. For today's video, I'm not going to talk much. You guys should just grab your popcorns and dig into this video. Bye. It looks like I'd have to talk because I started off by using my Elemis Pro Collagen Cleansing Balm to take off the dead cells on her skin. And I was supposed to use like a towel, a mini towel, but I used my facial wipes to clean the excess. The deaths. Then went in with my Vaseline on the lips. Then I further went into my Bridal moisturizer. If you know me, I currently don't do the whole toner serum. No. If my client or mother has a good skin, I went straight into my I just go straight into my moisturizer. I gently use the brush to distribute, then further use my hands to massage it into the skin. Throughout this session, the mother was feeling herself for no reason. She kept on smiling and smiling. Then I further went into my primer. This primer is for, I think, Miss Smithy's, the aqua green. Yeah, so I used all over her face, excluding her under eye. And she just wants to show her braids. For mattifying primer, I went in with my Maron Skin Prep on her T-zones. When I say T-zones, I mean her places on the skin that secretes oil the most. And I used my Niha Beauty face primer to set the entire skin prep. For foundation, I used this video was also filmed last year, but I definitely know most of the products. So there is foundations from, I think, V Beauty shade Nigeria. It was her exact match. Took my time, then blended it. If you guys realize I don't take plenty products. I just take the few on my palette and then gently distribute it throughout the skin. The voiceover thing is not really my thing, guys. I'm still trying to build my confidence in the whole voiceover thing, and I think I'm doing well each and every day. For blush and Seeing this beauty lips and cheek palette, went into these beautiful pinky shades on the high point of her cheeks, and I put a little bit on the nose. Blended it with the same brush I used for the foundation. Yes, Calaboose Cosmetics to be precise. They have the most amazing brushes in Ghana. That's a Ghana. Yeah, for Nigeria too. I think they have some stockists in Nigeria. When you send them a DM on Instagram, they should send you a stockist near you. For concealer, I went into my Too Faced Born This Way in shade Mocha. Blended with my damp beauty blender. Always make sure you damp your beauty blender. It makes the blending step a bit easy. Not a bit, very easy. Always have to make sure your model or client is looking up. The gentle You gently, I won't say it. Let's wait for the next steps. You gently blend it. At this point, it looks like I should quit the voiceover, but I've already started, so let's just continue. So you just take some time and appreciate this skin work. So I further use my press powder from Maybelline Super Stay press powder in shade 335 to set the highlighted part before using like my loose powder. I always prefer using a press powder for a loose powder. It makes a lot of sense. So as you can see, so I start the flawlessness from the base. I make sure always take your blending game serious, your placement serious, and always choose the right shades of products. It really matters. See the way I'm pushing the powder to like the corners, like the necessary places, making sure I avoid all creases. Then I use a powder of her exact skin shade from the Sasha powder palette to set her, let's just say, her entire face. Beneath like the contour and the blush. Went into my Juvia's Place bronzer in shade dark to contour her face and to contour her nose. I think I did her face contouring off camera, but I think I have a video of me contouring her nose, that particular shade. I use the darker shade at the inner part, then use the lighter one like at the parts that's coming to like the tip of the nose. Then my Annie's Beauty, the best blush palette in the whole world. Her blush palette for blush palette to add some color to her face and I think some color, and then went back into the Nia Beauty setting spray to set before baking. Yes, so I was baking with my RCMA no color powder. So I set and then baked. Yes. Then my Brownmatic by Damel brow gel. So initially I've not really been a fan of brow gel until I met this beauty. It actually does the work. It dries the brows matte, and then went into a lip pencil from Beauty Lamb by Didi. I can't actually remember the exact shade, but I'll make sure I put the details of all the products I used in the video in the description box, so do well to check. So I think I used this one, and I later came to use Higa and Esther in shade Bite Me because I realized this one wasn't dark enough. So I think in shade Higa and Esther in shade Bite Me did the job. And I used, on this particular day, I said no, I was using an eyeshadow base, but that wasn't doing the work for me. But for now, I use Clone White. Yes, that Clone White thing. Yes. But on this day, I use my elf concealer. I'll see if you don't have money, or you feel like maybe you have elf concealer, you don't use it for anything. The best way you can use it is to use as an eyeshadow base. You will never regret it. And I went into my Annie's Beauty Meet the Browns palette as a transition shade. Oh my god, look at the way the whole makeup is coming together to create like a good transition, then add depth to the eyes. Use a darker shade to intensify the outer part of the eyes and to give it a little bit of lifting effect. So I realized I was coming to do pigment, like loose pigment, so I have to rebake to catch the fallout. So I went into this what blue is this? Is it sky blue or sea blue? From the Blossom eyeshadow palette. I realized it wasn't that giving, so I went into my Luster pigment palette, put my but before I used the pigment palette, I added the glue, then placed the pigment on. So I realized there was a little fallout on the powder, so I just used this nice dense brush from Colorbox to gently wipe off the fallout from the pigments. Lifted the face a bit with my kohl liner. This video is actually a detour video. I didn't really speed anything. I just left the videos. I didn't cut most of the part. I just left it the way I filmed it. When it comes to stuff like this, like dealing with maybe like two parts of the face, I always make sure the two parts is looking the same. I'm actually a perfectionist. I make sure I take my time and make sure both sides are looking the same. Sometimes just that it might be a slight different, but almost the same. I realized the outer part wasn't dark enough, so I went back into that Meet the Browns palette and then used a darker shade to intensify the outer part of the eye. Using a brush from Colorbox Cosmetics. So this is a step I've loved for a while, using the back of my beauty blender, that sharp end, to give it like a cat eye kind of vibe. So I cut off this thing that I used to cover the hair. And you realize that no, there wasn't that big difference because the skin mask was just insane. So I just did one or two touches, and then voila, I got my whole makeup and hair looking like. Went into my Davis number 3 brow pencil to draw my brows. So my brow, I only have 4 steps. If you should watch closely, I think you should know it's not that deep, but I'll make sure I think I have a detailed brow tutorial on my page. I think you should go back to my page and watch. So for this, I'll just keep calm for you guys to pay attention. I think I'm done drawing this. So conceal it with normally I don't go like, normally people go like 3 to 2 shades lighter, but I normally do like 1 to 2 shades. Basically I use my foundation here to highlight the brow bone only. Use the same brush I use for the transition shade to make sure everything is well blended in. Set with a powder. Back into the lips, used Bicham Ageless matte lip stain in shade Nude for the inner part, like the ombre inner part of the lips. Blended it with this fluffy blush from Colorbox Cosmetics. Always make sure when you're doing a matte lipstick, immediately you put the product, to make sure you start blending. Else when it dries, you find it difficult to blend it. Look at that. I wore one of the lashes for her and she was, oh my god, now this is such a vibe. Use my Milani finishing powder to dust off the excess. Fix the lashes off camera. Set, make sure I fixed, and then I used the Mirac Sculpt and what palette. That's that particular shade to highlight the nose and the cheekbones. Added a little bit of blush, set with my Nia Beauty setting spray and FBH fixing spray, and then voila, I did my mascara, lip gloss. Oh my god, why am I being in a haste? Also, when you're doing your mascara, you have to make sure you are extra careful, because if you're not careful, you might end up like messing the under eye up. Took my time to do that because it's actually a game changer. Use my clear classic lip gloss. It looks like the whole work is coming together. Yep. And then voila, we are done. If you watch to this stage, do all to subscribe, like, comment, and share. And see you guys some other time. Bye.